Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
US President Donald Trump threatened to target Iran's bridges and power plants if Tehran does not return to negotiations, as the two countries exchanged attacks for a fourth consecutive day. In an interview with Fox News, Trump warned that next week it gets really bad unless Iran resumes talks, while also saying US negotiators had urged Tehran to make a deal. The comments came as Washington resumed its blockade of Iranian ports after dropping plans for a proposed shipping fee in the Strait of Hormuz. The escalating rhetoric coincides with renewed US strikes on Iranian targets, Iranian drone and missile attacks in the Gulf, and rising concerns over global oil supplies as shipping through the Strait of Hormuz slows. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, claims it destroyed key facilities at the US Navy's 5th Fleet base in Bahrain, including command centers, fuel tanks, and warehouses, describing the attack as a crushing response. The claims have not been independently verified. The IRGC also said it struck US military targets in Jordan and Kuwait, urging citizens in both countries to oppose the American military presence and target US facilities. Separately, the IRGC warned that oil and gas export routes serving the US and its allies could be targeted if the conflict continues, insisting the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed until the end of America's evils. US Senate Democrats blocked a $1.15 trillion annual defense policy bill, arguing President Donald Trump launched military action against Iran without congressional authorization. The National Defense Authorization Act failed to advance after a procedural vote of 50 to 46, falling short of the 60 votes required in the Senate. Democrats also opposed the administration's proposed increase in military spending, while domestic social programs face cuts. Republicans accused Democrats of putting politics ahead of national security. The bill could return for consideration later as Congress continues negotiations on the annual defense package. US President Donald Trump has dropped his proposed 20% reimbursement fee for protecting the Strait of Hormuz. Instead, he says the United States will be compensated through trade and investment deals with Gulf states. In a social media post, Trump added that the strait would remain open to all shipping except vessels linked to Iran, as Washington reinstates a naval blockade targeting Iranian ports and cargo. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has vowed to defend every inch of Iran, rejecting President Donald Trump's claims that the United States had crippled Iran's military capabilities. In his televised remarks, Pezeshkian questioned whether Washington had achieved its objectives on the battlefield, insisting that Iran would continue to defend its sovereignty through action. Shipping through the Strait of Hormuz has fallen to its lowest level since the US-Iran agreement in June. According to marine traffic data, only 4 vessels have crossed the strategic waterway since this morning, including an oil tanker and 3 container ships. The ships reportedly concealed their destinations and ownership details after transiting the strait. Spain defeated France 2-0 to reach their first FIFA World Cup final since winning the title in 2010, delivering a dominant performance to end France's campaign. Mikel Oyarzabal and Pedro Porro scored as Spain controlled possession throughout, limiting France to just 2 shots on target. The victory keeps Spain on course to complete a World Cup European Championship double. France, whose attack had impressed throughout the tournament, will now play in the third-place playoff after coach Didier Deschamps admitted his side was second best in every department.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.